Multi-processing. Let's
Let's
go.
go. Let's go.
Devin here with Ground Force Metal Detecting. Here are my thoughts on the XP Deus II multi-processing stereo headphones 4.1 software after about 10 hours or so of use. All right. What do I think? What do I like? What do I not like? All right. Let's start with what I don't like. Okay. And this, I think, is a mistake, XP. Um, when I use FX, okay, stereo effects, as it's so called, it automatically reverts the the headphone spread, left to right spread, to 0. So if I turn on effects, my stereo spread goes to 0. If I go back up to stereo spread and give it a 1, 2, 3, anywhere from 1 to 9, it turns off my effects. So what you're telling me is I can't have effects and stereo spread at the same time. And what is stereo spread of 0? Okay, that's both ears are exactly the same thing. There's no differentiation. I think that was called mono. So what you're telling me is that I can't have stereo and effects at the same time. I might as well be using the old headphones. And guess what? 4.1 works on the old headphones. So I can actually, if you're going to use effects, you can also use the old headphones and have exactly the same sound because stereo doesn't work when you have effects on. That is my number one gripe, okay, so far. My number two gripe is that, at least when I'm using the presets and when I'm trying to play with the settings here, it's a little much for my ears to process. It's a little more than I can comprehend in my tiny brain. I can't really get a grasp on what the machine's telling me. I gotta think, okay, wait a minute, what's this? What was this ear again? What was this one again? Okay, I get it, right? The other thing I would like to see, number three, okay, I would like to see full tones available in channel 2, okay, and here's why. Channel 1, channel 1 is your main program. Channel 1 of multiprocessing, when it's on, takes over the detector, takes over whatever program you're in. It becomes, channel 1 becomes your main detector program, okay? Takes over the general program or whatever you're using, okay? Channel 2 is an add-on detector, basically, right? Now, what I want to do is use pitch tone in channel 1 and have channel 2 come in with a lower volume full tones. So I've got my super high fast reactivity and pitch tone on, let's say, my left ear, and my right ear is full tones telling me my VDI, essentially telling me my VDI at the same time. So I've got the best of both worlds. I've got pitch and I've got my VDI over here. And I can set my reactivity, I could set my reactivity a lot lower on channel 2 so that I've got my deeper targets coming in full tones on one ear, and I've got my pitch tone on this ear. So imagine that. So imagine a deep, high conducting target, okay? A deep, high conducting target will come in with a low tone on the pitch side because it's deep, right? You're going to get a low tone on the pitch side. You're going to get a quiet high tone on the right side with your full tones. Now, to me, that's what I had imagined as, or still imagine as being pretty cool. And I think XP, if you can give us some full tones on channel 2 in an update, that would be awesome. What I do like, okay? What I do like. Here's what the practical use that I've found on my own, okay? I run channel 1, my main program, just like I've always done. I use full tones on my main program. Always use full tones. Might be general program, might be sensitive full tone. Might be a deep high conductor, one of those. Full tones, left ear. Right ear, I take the sensitivity down. Um, and just reactivity can be the same. That doesn't matter for this. But what it does is when I hit a target, if I hear both channels, that means it's a shallow target. Okay. Because channel 2, sensitivity's down. It's only going to hit on shallow targets. If I hit a target that I've only got the one ear, the full tones, and I don't have that second tone, and guess what? Full tones is going to be a little quieter because it's deep, and that second tone is going to be completely gone. It's going to give you, it doesn't going to give you, it gives you a much cooler differentiation between deep and shallow targets. So that is a big plus. That's the part I like. That's becoming one of my go-tos. I've got it, saved on there as one of my personal custom programs, and that's what I like so far the best about it. Morph 1, Morph 2, they're neat sounding. Again, I wish effects had stereo spread at the same time. So please, let's get that fixed. I don't know why that wouldn't be available. The third one, dual reactivity, doesn't excite me because I can have dual reactivity on Morph 1 and Morph 2. So I didn't really need a third one called a dual reactivity, right? With dual axis mode, I'm still on the fence here. I'm working on it. I like the little proximity thing, and I like the wider proximity thing, so I can kind of hear when I'm coming up on a target out of one ear, and my other ear, when I get to the target, I hear a full tone. Full tones on one side, like a proximity wah wah on the other side. I got to keep that one, the volume down on that though, because otherwise it'll drive me crazy. Um, I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I might end up liking that. I might end up liking it. I'm not. I'm not putting that one down. Okay. Anyway, that's where I'm at with it so far. Let me know your thoughts on this whole thing. Like, what are you experiencing? What are you using that you like, and what don't you like? Um, you know, I figured out that channel 2 is not reporting VDI when I thought they were both reporting VDI. Channel 2 is only channel 1 reports the VDI to you, which that's not a big deal, not a big problem. Um, I would like, here's what I would like to see, XP. I would like to see pitch and full tones available in channel 2. Okay. I would like to see FX and stereo spread be able to be used at the same time. Okay, because right now one turns the other off. And that's it right now, really. I mean, those are the things that I kind of view as problematic or maybe poor choice of programming. Maybe there's a reason it's like that, but it doesn't occur to me. The reason doesn't occur to me. So, anyway, comment your thoughts. Appreciate you watching. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody, and swing away.
Let's go. Let's go.